When the coronavirus took over life as we knew it, it changed the way we function as a society. Businesses closed down, leaving us with very limited things to do. Families all across the nation were greatly affected by the sudden change, leaving them with new ways to work and cope. I spoke with the Robinsons to see what life was like for a family during this pandemic. John, like millions of Americans, had to work from home during the pandemic.
It was more challenging. Um, you miss the day-to-day interactions with people at work. When you're there, you can address issues a lot more quickly and conveniently.
Trevor was an essential worker at a grocery store during the height of the pandemic.
I worked at Kroger from March until, well, before March, but when it began to August. It was a nightmare. It sucked. We were underpaid, overworked. It was unorganized. It was a nightmare. And some steps I personally took from the very start back in March, I started wearing a mask almost immediately. I cleaned my hands more. I stopped eating out. It's been rough. It's not been fun. And I transitioned to a new job in August. And it's still pretty rough at my new job.
With being cooped up in the house, Trevor found ways to keep himself entertained.
Video games are a huge part, unfortunately. What's been really nice, as I said in the first question, was I haven't been able to see many of my friends, but thanks to video games and the internet, I can still stay in contact with them, and we, play video games and get to interact.
Due to a shortage of supplies, Trisha stocked up on essential items to help get her family through this pandemic.
Well, I'm the main grocery shopper, so I just made sure that we had a good supply stocked up. I have a pantry in the basement, so I would just buy 2 or 3, 4 or 5 things just to keep on hand to make sure we didn't run out of any of the essentials.
Now that time has passed for the pandemic, families have adapted new ways to support themselves. As we progress in ways of getting by, we can now only hope that the virus goes away soon. From MCC News, Owen Summerland, signing off.